So when I was a little girl, they didn't have seat belts yet. So I would ride in the front seat of Grandpa's big, it was green and it was big and it was long. Eldorado, I don't know what it was. It was some kind of maybe a Cadillac. I don't know. And so I'd ride on the front seat with him, and for sure, 100%, he had been drinking. So I loved being with him. Later, when I got older and I would come home in the afternoons from school, um, I would have to pick him up sometimes, like physically pick him up from falling down. And drunks today get to me, but as a kid, um, you just kind of accept your parents and your grandparents in just kind of a special, loving way. Like, we never talked about anything deep. I just rode around in the car with him. Um, but one day we were out and, sorry, I'm trying to get ready and I'm not focusing. So one day we were out by the farm and he went in the ditch. He went in the ditch. He went in the ditch, and we had to call somebody to come help us. Right? We didn't. I mean, there weren't cell phones in those days, so if you needed to call somebody to help you, you had to literally get out of your car, survive going into the ditch. Right? Survive going into the ditch. And then you would have to walk to a nearby farm and ask them to use their landline to call a tow truck or your brother-in-law or somebody to come get you out of trouble. But I was little, I was young, and we went in the ditch at quite the angle, right? And for people who are not from Louisiana, when we say ditch, you think coulee. I mean, it's quite deep. It's a 10-foot ditch off a dirt road, no less. So we sort of were stuck, but I was little enough that I just climbed out the window and sat on the side of the coulee, sat on the side of the ditch, and I was soon joined by minnows and crawfish and crickets to keep me company as I sat while Grandpa figured out what we were going to do. And I honestly don't remember walking anywhere, so I'm going to presume that somebody drove by and saw us in the predicament we were in and offered to get us out or give us a ride home or something. But, those moments when you're alone with grandparents are sacred, even if they're drunk. They're sacred moments because nobody else gives you time to sit and watch the minnows and play with a crawfish and listen to the crickets in the silence of the country out by the farms.